folks, pack your bags. We're going to take you on a morbid flight out of Orlando. And this time we pray that TSA inspects the bags tonight on the Comm Center.
City.
Comm Center with veteran detective Drew Breezy. He's got 29 years on
like the dog or the rabbit on the dog track. You throw the suitcase one out at me, and I went down the rabbit hole this morning, and I'm like, oh, this is a great case. You found a great case. This
damn
is perfect.
good. It's weird.
Let's do it.
We now do the show. Do you want me to play the 911 phone call?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I will. I will interrupt it with my own takes. All right. This was in 2020, so we're flashing backwards in time, just metaphorically. We're not doing it for real. I don't want anyone to get hurt. And I'm going to go ahead and play a very strange 911 call that came into a Florida dispatch agency.
911, what is the location of your emergency? 4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, Frantd.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
My boyfriend is dead means it's both police and medical. Now, what's happening here is we have a dispatcher who's answering the call. However, she doesn't dispatch for medical emergencies, which is fire, first response, and, of course, paramedics, too. So we're going to do that thing that we've talked about a bunch on this show, which is the awkward handoff to another 911 dispatcher. So she's going to hand it off. There's going to be a little duplication of efforts here. But one thing I want you to notice as the call goes over, because she has said, my boyfriend is dead. We know this is a multi-jurisdictional, or multi-discipline call. You're going to have everybody going to this. You're going to have police, fire, and ambulance going to this. So the first dispatcher is going to stay in the line, which is, chef's kiss. Really good job to her. And so they're going to transfer it over to the fire dispatcher. Here we go.
Fire rescue. What's the location, Mercy?
That's 32.
No, please don't leave.
4748 France Lane, apartment 3.
France Court.
France Court.
Yes.
Okay, is this near Mackenzie Drive?
I don't know where that is.
Okay, fine, okay.
It's Tealwood Park Apartments.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Okay, so sometimes we get calls this is actually more jarring than that I've just ejected from an F-35.
Yes.
Because we could take a call for someone who's unresponsive, not breathing, but I've said this so many times on the show. You should know this by now. This is episode 41, people. People call and they want to tell a story. She's got this whole story about how we were playing hide and seek as adults. These people were born in the 70s, folks. And this guy got to do a suitcase and died. So he's just he kind of goes checklist too. He's like, we're going to have everyone responding to this. This person is dead or maybe dead. But to avoid liability in my case, I'm just going to hope that maybe this person is not beyond CPR. I mean, how could they be? They were locked in a suitcase. It wasn't for 12 hours or anything, was it? Maybe it was.
What happened?
Right, okay, what's your apartment number?
3.
I don't know.
Apartment 3?
Yes, he had blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if he had an aneurysm or what happened.
Right, okay, all right, okay. Listen, we're getting help out there too. All right, okay.
Blood coming from the mouth, and that he's completely cyanotic and apneic, not breathing. These are the telltale death signs. He's fully dead. The dispatcher could probably tell this, but knowing that this is going to be a sticky, awful case, and just because it's the right thing to do, he's going to give CPR instructions. I want you to listen carefully to this.
Just in case she's exaggerating.
Well, there's that. Yeah, in case she's exaggerating, but also you have a duty to care, right? So you're going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
But like, I want you to listen to this because this is super frustrating. You're going to hear what it's like to give life-saving instructions to a person who's not willing to do it. Now, there's blood coming out of his mouth. You're not going to do mouth-to-mouth, and most CPR instructions don't include mouth-to-mouth anymore anyway. But you could tell she's not into it. You could tell that she's faking it. She's not really doing the compression. She's counting out loud. She's probably pacing about the apartment. We'll find out more about what's really going on later. But this is super frustrating when you're trying to give life-saving instructions to a person and you can tell when they're doing it versus not doing it. Why? Because CPR is hard. It's also really hard to explain. So you could tell that they're kind of going through the motions here.
Okay,
now?
Okay, 40, yeah, man, listen, we're on our way out there. You're at 407-716-8684. Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Okay, so he was in a suitcase?
Yes.
In his defense, John, it could have been a garment bag.
I fell asleep.
Okay, how old is the boyfriend, ma'am? 42-year-old male. All right. Okay, we're sending help out there. Sheriff's Officer way out there?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen to me. Okay. I just need to confirm this. All right. I understand. I just need to confirm this. Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No. He's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me. Okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
All right.
I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah. Okay.
But nothing happened. He's purple.
Okay. Listen to me. There's a defibrillator. I need you to get it for me. Okay?
What is it?
You have an AED available?
No.
All right. Are you right by him now?
I'm sorry?
Are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay. Lay him flat on his. Okay, ma'am. Listen. So listen. Is he cold and stiff?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's not necessarily cold, but he's stiff. And he's purple.
Okay. All right.
His room temperature.
Listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Removing the pillows. Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. Okay.
He's stiff and purple.
Right. Okay. Listen. Okay, man. That's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him. Okay. All right. Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Baby, I'm telling you. Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay.
Please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay.
Gross. Drew, what are some of the problems with him just taking her at her word that he's completely and totally dead? Like as an admin, would you, if you were doing a quality check on this, would you have said, good job, Steve, for continuing to go CPR on this, or would you have let him off the hook if he's just said like, all right, lady, you Samsonited your boyfriend? Like, I get it.
This is in the territory of yeah, I got to run through this checklist. I know you said that you just ejected from an F-35.
Yeah.
But how far was the fall? Like, I've got to know how far you fell. No, here's the problem, because if they get there and the ambulance crew, like I mentioned a minute ago, I mean, she could be exaggerating. She could be the murderer, as we, spoiler alert. And he could be gurgling because he's still alive. So, man, tough call.
He's cyanotic. He's got blood coming out of his head holes. He's dead.
I know that.
Have
I know
you know
what that means. But they can't see that. They've got to. I think they have to do their due diligence. They've got to do what they got to do until
I agree with you, Drew.
And these are just pre-arrival instructions anyway. I mean, you can't really fail on them. But I don't know. It does seem like a complete waste of time. Speaking of waste of time, you know what I think I want to do, John? I want to finish out the call. I want to talk a little bit about the case, but then I want to do the full case next week.
Okay, no, that's good because it's 2 parts,
right? And it gives
like
us
Law and Order.
week.
Plus, we're already over an hour. So, plus, if we do it next week, we don't have to think.
that's what I'm saying, buddy.
Nice.
I'm doing this for you.
All right, back to the call.
Listen to me. All right, I want you to place the heel of your hand. Okay, right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
we want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, going to this twice per second.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, no, just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me. Keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
Don't talk. Pump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whether you're a
6,
mother or
7,
whether you're a brother, you're
9,
staying alive.
10, 11,
Faster.
12,
Harder.
13, 14, 15.
This should be harder for you.
This is mixing.
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest. That's all you need to do for me, okay?
Yes. Come on, please. Hurry up.
Okay, ma'am, they're driving here as fast as they can. Okay, don't stop to say hurry up. Just keep on pumping and counting.
Don't stop to say hurry up.
Okay.
Well, don't stop to say,
Don't do it.
don't stop to say
All right,
hurry up.
just continue pumping his chest. Count out a second count with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 25, 9, 26, 27,
It's lazy
28,
CPR.
29, 30, 31, 32.
Is
Please
there
hurry.
Okay, ma'am, they're getting here as fast as they can, okay?
He's stiff and he's purple.
Okay. Keep pumping his chest for me, ma'am.
I'm still doing it, okay?
Is there a
Still
skip
doing
ahead
it.
point
Don't make me cut.
on the CPR,
Right, okay,
or
that's
is
fine.
it
No.
going to be?
You're doing a
I
good job.
played the
Keep
whole
on doing it
call
for me.
because I didn't know that we would
All
have
right, they're
so
getting here as
much.
fast as they can along with the sheriff's office also, okay?
Please.
We could just, I'll just truncate it because Drew wants to go to bed, which I understand. So at one point, just to end the call, somebody comes in the door. It's a firefighter. It's the first person on scene. And she goes, "Look at this dead guy in the suitcase." And you can hear the EMT firefighter saying, "Wow, he's been down way too long for us to do anything," which I'm not saying anything about the dispatcher, but the dispatcher normally when the first responder gets there, the first thing we do is we hang up. But this dispatcher is he knows that something's wrong with this call of a guy dying inside a suitcase. He knows this is the one he's going to tell his grandchildren, the weird one. That both he and the sheriff's office dispatcher both stand in line just to hear what the hell is going on there. So we'll skip past that. I just thought it was funny that the dispatchers clearly, don't hang up when they're supposed to because they want her to just be arrested by the firefighter immediately.
That's a great tease because I want to finish the 911 call next week. I want to go into the body cam so we can see what her reactions are, right?
Oh, they're weird. Don't check on your own.
They're very weird.
Don't do your own case study.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't. We shouldn't have told you where it is.
No.
And we are going to we're going to delve a little bit deeper into the because what John did was he stirred the creative interview and interrogation juices. For those of you who don't know, I taught interviews and interrogations to a 40-hour course, a 1-week course for about 10 years to a group of, young detectives or various supervisors or, deputies that have been on the road for a little bit or police officers, whatever. I'm a big fan of interviews and interrogations. So I went down the rabbit hole of watching this entire interrogation today. I've got a little bit that I'll show you as a teaser. We got 4 points on a map here. This is near the Winter Park area it's just outside of Winter Park, outside of Orlando, just east of Orlando. And here's place number 1. This is where she's calling from. Okay. Now here's something
right there on the map. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, there she is. And here's something weird about this. Just about 2 miles down the road. This is why I called this the Suitcase case. Watch this. Just about 2 miles south of here down the road. Look what happens, John. This is a surprise to you. Maybe not. But as it zooms in here, you're going to see this is the Amscot where Casey Anthony's car was recovered.
Oh my gosh. They're linked. Casey Anthony put this guy in a suitcase.
Then if you go just a little bit, maybe 2 miles to the whatever that is west, you'll find Darcy Drive. That's where, not to bring up old wounds, but we're very close friends still. That's where my first wife grew up. That's where my wife, she grew up on Darcy Drive right there. And if you go a little bit north from there, like maybe a mile and a half, you'll see the last yellow pin, which is St. Richard's Episcopal Church. That's where I was married on December 1st of 1990. and that
Wow,
marriage
you
has
got
since been
married when I was
terminated.
in kindergarten. That's neat.
Thank you. That marriage has since been terminated because I found the love of my life.
Well, that's good.
So there it is. That's the Dramuda Square, we'll call it.
Drew,
instead
yeah.
Well, okay. So here's part of the interrogation, and I just want to point out a couple things. I'm just going to let it play. It's like 3 minutes, maybe.
Really? No, that's when we were like painting. So then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to paint anymore. Let's see. Come on. Okay, you want to play hide and seek? What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. So it's like, okay, we know. Okay, take off. That's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then he didn't come up, and you came down, and the suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so it was already there. Have you guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship? When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay. So it was just kind of like that prop was there, and it was there,
Yes.
and it was in play because...
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in a suitcase?
Well, I mean, we were playing.
No, I know,
That
but
time, but
I'm saying, I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game, so...
the suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out. It's really bad.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight we're cleaning out your closet. Look, this is something very classic with people who are trying to be deceptive. All she's trying to do is buy time. You ask her a direct question like, why did you say it like that? And she's telling you how messy her closet is. She
has so much predilection for anything that's totally irrelevant all the time.
Yeah, and yes, you're right. And she is so matter of fact about all of this. And she says some very telling things that I want to point out when we do the next breakdown next week.
Next week on the Comm Center.
On the Comm Center. We're going to finish the 911 call. We're going to watch the body cam. We're going to break down a little bit of the interrogation. But there are some mistakes that the interrogators made, in my opinion. Hindsight's always 20/20. I'm not going to pick them apart.
50,
but
yeah.
there are a couple things that let me play the rest here.
Son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it.
This is one of them. If you'll notice, and if you're listening, you can't see it, but the detective that's just to her left is looking down at his cell phone. Now, things happen in an interrogation room. Like there are times when defense attorneys are talking to, homicide supervisors, and homicide supervisors really need to talk to the detective in there and tell them, hey, the attorney's here, stop talking to them, or, or hey, we just found another body, or, there are things that really happen like that. But overall, if you're in a homicide interview, if you're in an interview where another person died, it is in your best interest to stay focused on what that person is saying, every word. And this is where technology gets in the way, because oftentimes we rely on what the camera recorded or what the recorder recorded. So
devil's advocate, though, he knows he has. It's like taking a break, listening to her babble on about this shit. He knows he could check out for 30 seconds and he's not going to miss anything.
Right. You know who else knows that, though?
The lady.
She does, John.
Yeah.
She knows he's checked out. She knows all she has to do is talk forever and ever and distract him, and he's going to get bored and he's going to go to his phone. It's going to be a long interview if you're not staring a hole through her soul. That's what I'm saying. I think, like from it's 2020, like a lot of agencies have gone to just wearing a polo with the badge on it. And I was always a fan of the shirt and tie because you're a homicide detective. This means something. And, a lot of guys, like I was never in homicide. And it's kind of tough to wear that kind of stuff at a scene. I get that. But when you're doing an interview like this, you're supposed to be imposing a little bit. You're supposed to be in their face. You're supposed to make them worry or confuse them with your good tailoring and your coiffedness. So hold on a second. Let's finish this up.
Upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
No, I'm just asking, in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not, but obviously I understand, you know, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter, you were laughing, he was laughing, but what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Her lack of emotion is kind of, you know, makes my skin crawl a little bit, but sometimes people are like this, but the absolutely nots, the over and over and over, I always used to teach, tell me your answer, don't sell me your answer.
I know anyone that starts with honestly,
yep,
you know that when it comes
that's a
next
modifier.
is a lie.
Yeah, you don't,
yeah.
Right.
Honestly, or I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Can I be completely honest with you? Well, what the fuck have you been up to this point?
Yeah, so
We were
before
actually
was
this
lies.
last game running out of places to hide because we have a townhome where it's upstairs or downstairs. So
It makes complete sense then.
Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
She already got it, huh?
no.
No?
Yep.
I think I took a picture of a dog.
Okay.
Oh,
So
come
your
on.
phone is password protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else.
This is why your video is going to be so important next week, John.
Yes, yes.
No, I have both.
Locking
But
her
you
into
have
that
the
story.
face and the password.
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's your phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I buy your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it? Because it's password protected.
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes too, like he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition.
No,
But he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm assuming, other
well,
than
Lucas.
right. So Lucas wasn't there Sunday, right. So, to your recollection,
Oh, what happened?
I didn't touch it.
No, I'm sure you didn't.
in the past, like,
So,
okay, so do you remember making any videos or?
the dog.
Okay. But your phone is password protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I
Whatever's
have
on
both.
there, you did it.
But you have the face and the password.
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's your phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I buy your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the
If
kitchen
this
counter.
sounds familiar, it's
but how
because I
does he get
screwed
it?
it up.
Because it's password protected.
It's okay.
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes too, like he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition. No, he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm assuming, other than.
Well, Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't
Lucas
there
is her
Sunday,
9-year-old son.
Right.
And that's a great tease for next week.
Something terrible is going to happen, or wonderful, but either way, it's very dramatic.
But either way, it's definitely one of the other. Hey everyone, Drew here. I hope you enjoyed the first installment of the Suitcase trilogy starring Sarah Boone. I think that you'll find the intrigue in episodes 2 and 3. And make sure you like, subscribe, and do whatever you do.